happened to have a leak on a 20-ton system the other day, and I could not find it via means of conventional means. No signs of oil, no sound. Pumped it up to 300 pounds, could not hear a leak, could not see a leak, checked the fins, checked the coils. I had a trace gas, put my Testo 316.3 on it, and it's very sensitive, couldn't find it. So I ended up getting this. And I've been on the fence about buying this guy for a while, but I went ahead and did it and found the leak within about 10 minutes. Ended up being on a return bend for a reheat coil. So I thought, you know what other type of leak detection can you not have to worry about trace gas, not have to worry about the type of refrigerant you have other than this? So I wanted to do a little video. So I had a coil in my scrap pile that has been sitting around in my garage. So I've raised up the ends, and I'm going to pump this up with nitrogen. And I'm going to get this bad boy out and see if I can find it, because I forgot this thing's been in here for like 3-4 years. Just too lazy to take it to the scrap pile. So I'm going to get this all together, get the headphones, and what I'm going to try to do is put my little microphone inside the earbud or the earpiece right here, so you can hear the hiss, what the hiss sounds like when you actually hear it on the headset. There won't be any noise but what you hear on the headset once I do that, because I don't have the means of fancy setups on doing videos. It's just my iPhone and me. But I'm going to get a core removal tool, just set it on there, use that as my valve, pump it up about 200 psi, maybe just 100 psi of nitrogen. And I'm going to see if I can find this leak. With this guy, I have high hopes that it won't be that hard. So let me get it all pumped up with some nitrogen, and we'll get back to it. Well, this is not even going to be fair, because I can hear the doggone thing leaking. I didn't think it was that bad of a leak. So anyway, you got to hold this in. And see, it already is detecting a leak. So I'm going to turn down the sensitivity. There's a slide switch. Turn it up, turn it down. Now if you go without the headphones, you can use the red light as your guide. Let me put the headphones on. Hold up. Regular headphone jack goes on the side. I can pinpoint it. With make sure it's not my core tool. Now let me see if I can put my microphone in here to where you can hear it. Hold on. I hope that came out on the audio. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to, right here seems to be the culprit. Let's get a little big blue on there. It seems to be a false positive. So I turn down the sensitivity. And even with the sensitivity turned down, okay, it's not coming up here. I come back over here. I'm getting noise. Going low, don't hear anything. Starting to get noise up here. Right here. So let's try that. That's the thing about it. It's kind of a big leak. It seems like. So the noise is projecting across over to here. Nothing inside of here. Nothing here. It's just noisy as all get out right there. Let me go get a gauge and let me see where my pressure's at. All right, this one was a tough one to find because it was a big leak, because that was at 297 while ago, excuse me. And this thing was going off so much, I had to turn it down to where the red light didn't even go off. But I pinpointed one of the major ones right here. Got to turn it up just a little bit so the light will come on. See, it's so loud, ultrasonically, goes nuts. You can go over here and you can get a hit. And I don't think this was the only one. And the only reason I saw it, I bubbled all these up, and these little bubbles here, I think are just residuals. They might be micro leaks. But this one, if you watch it, I saw the, see it move? Yeah, it's getting blown out of there. That's the biggest offender right there. But there's like little micro leaks all around here, and this thing just goes crazy. And it's hard to do this and hold the camera. See if I can get the audio in here. So you can hear that. Just goes crazy. That's what it sounds like. Let me get this rig back up like I had it. Hold on. Hold up. You won't be able to hear me talk, but hold on. You got to hear this. That's what it sounds like with the headphones on. It's such a big leak that it just distorts sound all around it. I mean, this thing picks it up really bad. And what I had with I had a 20-ton unit, and it was such a small leak that it pinpointed it to the leak. And when I put bubbles on it, I got nothing. I got no fizz. I got nothing. It was such a small leak that it wouldn't even fizz up. But this thing picked it up, and but that's why I like it. It's not cheap. I think this runs around $550. It's going to vary from wherever you buy it from. I think TruTech has it for $555 if I'm not mistaken. It's the VPE-GN, the gooseneck, and I like that because it gets in there really good. And it's the Pro. Revisions have been made where apparently the old ones you had to hold the on-off button in order for it to work. Well, now you don't. You hold it down and wait for it to, you hear a tone in your headset. Same thing when you turn it off, you hold it down and then it beeps. It just beeped. You might have heard it. Heard it through the headset here. The headset's real good quality. It's heavy duty. Oh, made by Koss. I kind of like their stuff. There's an adjustment there for volume. There is for stereo or mono. I prefer stereo. Who doesn't? They suggest taking the battery out when you're done. So that's kind of like my other leak detectors. I always take their battery out, and it takes a 9-volt. It just drops in there, and comes in a nice carrying case. And it has become my pinpoint leak detector of choice. If I go into a space and they say, okay, there's a leak, I'll take my testo in and I will turn it on and then go inside the space. And if it goes off, I know it's a bad leak. Then I'll usually get my Backrack H10 out and try to pinpoint it that way. If it's a fine leak, my testo's not going to pick it up as soon as you go into a room. But this guy here, he will pinpoint a real fine leak. So it's got a learning curve on how to use it, and I am beginning to just learn how to use it. I've used the Inficon Whisper before, and this is a lot more sensitive. It's a lot better tool. It's a lot pricier, but if you want a leak detector that doesn't require a trace gas, that doesn't care what kind of refrigerant you have, I suggest you get this and learn how to use it. It's a very good tool. All right, so here's my summary on leak detectors. Normally, I go into a space, like I said, I use my testo. Sometimes I pinpoint it with the back rack. If I can't find it, go to ultrasonic. Well, the ultrasonic leak detector, is that your go-to tool first off the bat? No, because as you just saw in the video, if the leak's bad enough, it'll just pick up the one sound and make you look everywhere. It's going to waste your time. You're going to want to get something that's not quite as sensitive like this here to verify you have a leak. And if that guy goes nuts, go to something that's not as sensitive, but maybe you can pinpoint a little better. You know, something you can dial down and find a leak, and then once you find it, then you can verify it with bubbles, and you're golden. But with a situation like I had the other day, where my leak was so fine and so small that it was like leaking a PSI, 1 PSI every hour. You know, this one was dropping. It dropped 40 PSI in like 5 minutes, so that was too big of a leak for an ultrasonic. That's where these guys come in. But when you got one that's a real fine leak and you can't find it, with this or this, it's a great tool to have. I mean, it's honestly a great tool to have. I'm glad I added it to my arsenal of means to find a leak. And if you were on the fence about buying one, or didn't know how they worked, or if you're unsure if they did work, I'm here to tell you they do work, and I'm glad I got it. You won't be disappointed, and I hope that the video helped you, give you some information that you didn't have before. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you, and you have a good day.